Well, hey there, folks. I'm meteorologist Matt Barentine. A really nice day ahead for us. A lot of sunshine and really nice conditions here throughout the day. We should be in the mid-70s at lunchtime. We should top out in the upper 70s this afternoon to near 80 degrees. It's going to be a nice day. A few clouds around. Really pretty. Really comfortable conditions here throughout our day on a Thursday. Here's some more of the high temperatures. 79, 80 degrees, pretty much the number here for most of us today. Once again, just very comfortable conditions here all across the Gulf Coast as we go through your Thursday. Evening planner, you get off work. Got a few things to run around and do. No problems here. Looking really nice heading on into the evening. When the sun sets, temperatures will drop back off in the 60s. Then tomorrow morning, we're going to see basically the same thing. On your Friday morning, most of us will be in the low 50s or upper 40s. So another cool, crisp start. We might need a light jacket for a little while in the morning anyhow. Ripcord risk is low today, but it does go up to high over the weekend. So please keep that in mind if you're making beach plans. Probably going to see red flags flying out our beaches Saturday and Sunday. That has nothing to do with this. We have a tropical system down in the Caribbean. This, of course, is Tropical Storm Melissa, and this is going to be, after what's been a quiet season and a kind of a nondescript kind of season, this had, unfortunately, just seems like this had to have happened. This is going to be the worst storm of the season, the deadliest storm of the season. I know it doesn't look like much now, but the thing is, it's not going to be moving a whole lot. The water temperatures here are incredibly warm, and so this storm will have a ton of fuel. So right now it's kind of struggling. It's dealing with some wind shear, and it's just kind of struggling. But look at the movement, only to the northwest at 2 miles an hour. That is a slow stroll. And usually when storms are going that slow, they churn up the water. Cooler water comes up from beneath, and that usually keeps storms weak if they're moving too slow. This one, though, is going to be churning up very warm water. I mean, this water in the Western Caribbean, the Central Caribbean, is warm not only at the surface, but way on down. It's what we call heat content. There's a lot of heat content in the ocean here in the Caribbean, and that's going to allow this storm to crank up here over the next few days. And look at this forecast. This is a 5-day forecast. Look at how it barely just kind of crawls along, but gradually gaining strength. And Jamaica, I don't even know what you do with that if you're in Jamaica, to have a storm that's going to be sitting there for about 4 days, knocking on your door, growing stronger the whole time. Incredible stuff. The other thing to think about here is the fact that all these islands here, Jamaica, the eastern end of Cuba, Dominican Republic, they're all very mountainous. And when you have mountains squeeze extra rain out of tropical systems. We saw that with Helene last year, and I think we're going to see very similar things. With Helene last year, once they got up into the mountains, it dumped copious amounts of rain. We saw the horrific flooding across North Carolina. We know streets were washed away, whole towns were washed away in North Carolina by Helene. We're going to see the same thing here, very similar. Look at these numbers. You're talking measuring rain in feet, and that's going to create landslides and mudslides. It's just going to do a terrible amount of destruction. And then you got, Haiti right there. You see Port-au-Prince. Haiti has no real infrastructure, so to speak of. They can't handle a natural disaster. And this is going to be a bad one for parts of that country. So, like I said, after what's been a quiet hurricane season, it was looking like we might get away with kind of just a forgettable season. This is going to make the season memorable. So, yeah, be thinking about the folks down there in the Caribbean. The good news for us is that it never makes it to the Gulf. We won't come up our way. Cold fronts are protecting us. We get cold fronts every few days now. That system can't get into the Gulf because of that, so it'll get carried off into the Atlantic eventually. Back to your forecast. Our forecast looks great back home. We're looking really good today, tomorrow, Saturday, all very, very nice weather. Then you see on Sunday, we do have a rain chance there on Sunday. That's because of a system that's going to be moving through. It looks like it'll come through right in the middle of the afternoon. So here's 1 o'clock on Sunday. It's approaching at that point. We might be able to do, church in the morning without too many issues, but it looks like once we get past lunchtime on Sunday, pretty good chance of rain, and probably some heavy rain at that through the afternoon going into the evening. So think about that as you make your Sunday plans. We are going to be dealing with some rain. All in all, like I said, though, a pretty good forecast here over the next 7 days. We need that rain on Sunday, so we'll take whatever we can get. And then, beginning of next week, temperatures will be comfortable. and there'll be a chance of some isolated showers. Thank you so much for joining us here on Fox 10. We'll see you soon. Bye now.